Hello. Today we'll explore a really interesting topic that will serve as the foundation for many of our upcoming videos on Marvel movies and comics. Namely, the hierarchy of beings in the multiverse. For many, Marvel heroes and villains seem scattered and disconnected, each with their own powers and world. The concept of countless universes and cosmic forces can be confusing, but in reality, everything is organized and logical. Although there is no official hierarchy from Marvel itself, many comics and movies give us a clear idea of who is stronger and where they stand in the multiverse. It's important to note that this video contains spoilers, so decide for yourself whether you want to watch the movies and series first. We'll start with the lowest beings and climb up to the supreme entities who control the multiverse. At the bottom of the hierarchy are ordinary humans. No superpowers, no magic, just their minds, cunning, and courage. But even here there are exceptions. Tony Stark, for example, though he has no innate superpowers, uses the Infinity Stones and manages to save the world, and sometimes even the universe. Scott Lang, known as Ant-Man, also relies on science and technology to surpass human limits. Even ordinary aliens without special abilities fall into this category. The idea is that humans can have a huge impact, but this influence is limited by their vulnerability and mortality. Next come superhuman beings, all those with abilities beyond normal humans. This includes Spider-Man, Hulk, Captain America, the X-Men mutants, and aliens with unique powers. Their strength comes from serums, artifacts, or natural abilities. Some of them can reach near godlike levels. For example, Doctor Strange, though human, as the Supreme Sorcerer gains almost limitless magic, uses the Time Stone and other cosmic powers that place him higher in the hierarchy. Wanda Maximoff also falls here. Her reality-altering abilities put her far above ordinary mutants or superheroes. And don't even get me started on Doctor Doom. He even reaches near omnipotence, which you can see in the previous video dedicated to him. Moving on to even more powerful beings, we reach gods, demons, and mystical creatures. These include Odin, Thor, Loki, Zeus, Hela, Mephisto, Dormammu, and others. They control dimensions, elements, and magical powers that make them nearly unbeatable for ordinary heroes. This level also includes stronger versions of Wanda and Strange, who can influence entire dimensions and even the multiverse. At this point, it's not just about strength. Power and control over reality come into play. Mephisto rules his own dimension. Dormammu is made of pure energy and controls dark magic. And Thor and Odin demonstrate that gods can command elements and planetary-level physical power. Next are cosmic beings, unique entities that embody or govern specific aspects of the universe. They operate on a universal scale and are usually individuals, not a species. They're often granted power by higher beings. Examples include the Watchers, the In-Betweener, the Stranger, Ego the Living Planet, and Kronos. They're not just powerful. They observe, control, and sometimes manipulate events across the entire universe. Here I would also include Null. The primordial god of the symbiotes stands apart from the usual pantheons of gods and demons. Born from the endless void that existed before creation itself, he is older than the multiverse, older than light, and wields the legendary All-Black, the Necrosword. With it, Null possesses the power to slay gods and cosmic beings that would otherwise stand far above him. Then we ascend to the Celestials, ancient, immensely powerful cosmic beings, nearly immortal and invulnerable. They can manipulate matter, space, time, and reality. Some have special roles, like Erishim, the Judge, who decides the fate of entire civilizations. Sometimes they are placed on par with gods and demons because of their control over reality. They even took part in a battle so great that it shaped the multiverse as we know it. But that is a story for another video. And yes, just like here in Higher, some aspects of power are comparable, but as we move up, we start paying more attention to their authority over the multiverse. Next comes Galactus, unique in the multiverse. There's only one of him, no different versions. He is usually on the level of the Celestials, but when fully powered and feeding, he can surpass them and even destroy some of them. He is known as the Devourer of Worlds. Imagine him as a living monster with an appetite capable of eating a planet for lunch, something even the strongest superheroes must take seriously. After Galactus, we reach the true conceptual beings, the abstract entities. These include eternity, the universe itself, infinity, death, oblivion, and others. They are not just powerful, they are concepts. If you destroy death, death ceases to exist. If you destroy eternity, the universe stops existing. They are fundamental to the multiverse, which is why they cannot be destroyed. Another crucial figure fits here, one often regarded as even greater than the abstracts themselves, the first firmament, the very first created universe, and at the same time a sentient being considered the father or perhaps the mother of the Celestials. Above the abstract entities are the Beyonders, extra-universal beings capable of creating and destroying entire universes. One of them, the Beyonder, is directly connected to the Avengers and the famous Secret Wars. Beyonders exist outside reality, time, and space and are nearly omnipotent. Beings for whom our understanding of power simply doesn't apply. Mortal emotions and senses don't apply to them either. We know very little about them, and they have always remained shrouded in mystery and intrigue. Next comes the supreme judge of the multiverse, the Living Tribunal. He maintains balance, prevents cataclysms, regulates reality, and ensures harmony between universes. Almost omnipotent, but with the specific role of guardian of order. In terms of raw power, he is nearly equal to the Beyonder, but because of his role and authority, he stands higher in the hierarchy. At the top is the one above all, the creator of the multiverse, the only truly omnipotent being, without beginning or end beyond time, considered the supreme god of Marvel. In the comics, he is often associated with the creators of Marvel, including Stan Lee, regarded as the father of the Marvel Universe. Interestingly, before his death, Stan Lee appeared in almost all Marvel films as a cameo, which might have been a way to confirm this theory. And if one above all is the source of light and creation, then at the opposite end of existence lurks its reflection, one below all. Not a creator, but a destroyer. Not a beginning, but an inevitable end. Called the apocalyptic beast of the Marvel multiverse. It is the darkness that consumes every spark of life. In some interpretations, one below all is seen as the very symbol of oblivion. The moment when stories cease to be written, heroes fall silent, and the name Marvel no longer echoes in culture. In other versions, however, this dark archetype is tied more closely to the fate of the Hulk himself. It is believed to be the primal source of gamma radiation, the force that transforms Bruce Banner into the monster who loves to smash. Thus, one below all stands not merely as an enemy or an abstract god of destruction, but as the embodiment of what always waits beyond the light, chaos, silence, and the end of every story. The hierarchy of beings in Marvel shows how the universe is structured, from ordinary humans to supreme sorcerers, cosmic entities, gods, and abstract concepts, all the way to the supreme god. This is not just a ranking of power, but of authority, influence, and the ability to shape reality. Next time you watch a movie or read a comic, you'll have an idea of where each hero or villain stands in Marvel's cosmic hierarchy, and why even the mightiest superheroes sometimes need a little luck. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. If you did, support the channel and stay tuned for more videos like this. Goodbye and see you next time.